Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching The Haunting of Hill House, episode 9. Alright, very excited coming into this.
Yes.
We had a really big episode last episode, and we had a lot of things explained, and essentially the concept of the Hill House having unfinished business, or an unfinished meal to be exact, with the Crane family, and the worst thing they could do is to go back to the house. But unfortunately, Luke, not knowing all this, has forced their hand, and out of concern for him, they've all come to the house. They've all ended up there. Luke's there first, but they're all coming.
But what's crazy is Hugh said, especially Steve, like it's especially not safe for Steve, and he mentioned because he been
wrote
seeing
the book.
Yeah, like he wrote the book. I think writing the book was more that the father could see what he had been seeing, and that was he was having these big, I guess we're calling them delusions or whatever at this point, but of the tree house and of this person fixing the clock and whatever. So it's almost like the more you're seeing in that house, it's like you're next.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Well,
but
Steve was able to write a whole book about it, thinking that it was all just made up fantasies.
Yeah. And then do you think the house is like offended by that and then would get angry at Steve for that?
I don't know. I did interpret the way he said it, like maybe Steve writing about the house in such a manner would upset it, but maybe I misinterpreted that line. I'm not sure. All I know is Luke was freaking taken by who we think is Abigail. I don't know, but he was taken.
Yeah.
And episode 9, I have felt like it would be a really nice and suitable episode to now have Olivia's point of view.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we might get that. Maybe intertwined with the family, maybe exclusively her point of view. I don't know how they're going to go about it, because we've only got 2 episodes left. It is that point where a story like this with so much mystery, it feels like we've got so much left to go, and yet it can be answered, and if done well, come full circle and explain everything that we've been waiting for.
You know, the thing is, I'm really excited for this episode because we're so close to the end, and if it's going to be anything like last episode, I'm just so excited and giddy inside, but I'm also heartbroken because I know that we've got a little bit of a wait for the finale.
Yeah, well, thought you were going to say heartbroken because we don't know what the fate of Luke is going to be.
That too.
Nell was worried for him from the beginning, and I don't know, how much more tragedy awaits us in this story. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
You dozed off, huh?
Well, they all wanted to sleep on the couch.
Before the storm, okay.
I'll help you carry them up.
No, I'll take this while I can get it.
Yeah, true.
They grow up, that's for sure.
Pretty soon they won't be caught dead like this.
Oh, they'll go full Theo on
I mean,
me.
they might
Can't
be.
prevent it.
Well, that one. She would never, not even when she was little.
Yeah, so Theo never liked the touch.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I wish I could just freeze them. Keep them
Might
just
want
like this
to
forever.
watch those words. I wonder if there's any sort of foreshadowing in that
honestly.
sentence.
No,
You guys coming?
yeah.
What the hell?
What
She was
happened?
almost
She was horrified by that.
Yeah.
But she also didn't notice it happened, so that was a bit sus.
I feel like there was something under the couch there too. I don't know what that was.
I think you're a bit paranoid, but
Maybe, maybe not.
When I was 12, my dad died unexpectedly.
I'm sorry.
Me too. It was a car accident, and
Oh my god.
one day he was there, the next day he wasn't.
That's traumatic, man.
I just was numb. I didn't even cry. Not even at the burial.
She felt nothing.
I was sitting in the living room, in my dad's recliner. Always made me feel so small, sitting there. And suddenly, it bubbled up, and I felt it all. Finally.
Yeah.
Almost like what Theodora was explaining.
And right then, I heard these taps on the window. Rain. And I thought it was weird because
It was a
it
storm.
had been sunny just before and it wasn't supposed to rain. But it got violent.
Very, very specific.
And this is
Familiar.
before this house.
One of the windows in my sister's room broke and Janet shrieking, and I ran in there and I could see it. It was rocks. It was
What
small,
do you mean?
black stones.
I don't know, man. This mother's very sus.
And my mom came running in. And she was bleeding from her scalp. I remember that just from running up the driveway. She got hit. And she grabbed me and Janet and,
This
and
is
she
Dottie who
held
looks
on to us and
concerned.
we rode it out. And as suddenly as it started, it just stopped.
Almost like a metaphor for the storm in her mind. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Harrisonville, Ohio, 1901. It rained small stones over a whole town. And then once in Sicily, but that was because of Mount Etna.
But she's really like hyper focused on this, obsessed.
She's done her research as well, probably out of concern.
I always kind of thought, I thought it was my fault. It was me.
Oh, as a kid as well. How much do you take that on?
And I just shot them up at the sky. And somehow those feelings came together up there in the atmosphere and fell right back down on me.
Makes sense.
I wonder
why.
how this all ties in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These things make perfect sense when you're a kid. It's only as you grow up that they start to sound crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Very relevant for this family.
That came on suddenly.
Yeah, now we might get to see what happens when she has these visions. These migraines.
But she tells Hughes it's just like colours and whatever.
The clock
That
man's
guy,
there.
yeah.
He wants to take some of my clothes.
Okay.
Not for me, for Abigail.
Oh my god, Abigail.
She's not imaginary.
Please, don't shout.
Oh, poor Luke.
I know.
Tell Mom where Abigail lives. In the woods.
You kids have fun. I'll be in my reading room if you need me.
She
Yeah,
almost
she's
looked
not doing
concerned
well.
though.
She can't like process that right now.
Yeah. They don't even know which one's her reading room. That's interesting.
He saw her from back then?
Yeah, what the hell? She can see now. Holy shit. She's seen everything that happens to her family. For sure. Remember how she was laying down on the other table?
This confirms that she can definitely see the future.
What? What is she seeing? Surely not her.
Oh my god, that is
No,
not
and he's in
good.
his shirt that he's in now. That looks like an OD almost. Oh my god, just like, oh my god. What is happening? No, 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 no.
Her mouth was like sewn shut.
Oh
What does
my
that mean?
God.
Nah, that's insane.
Imagine seeing that as a mother.
It was the twins. I know it. I don't know how I know it, but
Also, she communicates that.
it was Nellie. Luke.
That's awful.
If only he knew how awful, man.
I
You got no
know.
idea.
What a horrible dream.
It was not a dream.
And clearly you dozed off while you were reading.
Damn, I get he's just trying to make sense of it in his head, but
I don't know if it's the mold or the chemicals, the noise down there. I spaced.
bit of everything, isn't it?
It was supposed to be unplugged.
Well, it was unplugged.
I may have put too much on poor Stevie.
It's nice that he's reflecting on that as a parent.
God damn. Talk about a creepy house, man. This house has too much history now.
Just zooming in slowly. That was Poppy.
Was it?
Yep.
I think someone's in the house. You.
Mate, if you were not responding to me, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Oh my god. I would not be running out. You'd be running out and going and have a look. No, it would not be me.
Oh my god, is that the sick old... Oh.
Well, she doesn't look sick and old there.
I'm a dream, and so are you, and so are we. You are a looker, aren't you? A real tomato Willie's gonna just love you.
Oh my
Really?
god. Her husband, Will.
I had one crib about here, I think. I painted
Okay.
little boats on it, blue boats, so we'd float off to sleep and dream of blue water. Painted him myself, and he was so happy in that crib, and it broke me, just broke me to see it empty.
Where is she going with this?
All you can do, really, but it's hard, isn't it? And you can't keep them safe forever, can you?
Yeah, we know lots about that.
Losing a child, do you think there's a thing worse than that?
No.
So did she lose that crib that was that boy in that crib?
During the storm that I lost my little girl. I couldn't find her anywhere. And it felt so real.
She thinks that whole night's a dream.
Yeah.
I dreamed she was choking on her own body for no reason.
Oh
Trying
my
for air like
god.
the room was underwater and shaking like she was in the hot squad.
Smiling?
Weeks, it took weeks for her to quit gulping that watery air, quit gaping at me like a fish on the beach, but finally she did.
She looks so creepy.
And she went stiff, and one of her eyes turned red as blood, and she'd shake. She'd shake so bad the bed would shake, and when she started
What
shaking,
the
it went
fuck?
fast. She
What are you
dangled.
talking about?
She died.
She dangled.
And my boy. I once dreamed his little legs stopped working.
And he was in the wheelchair.
Yeah, okay.
He couldn't walk, and he couldn't stand, and he couldn't speak, and then he couldn't do anything but cry.
Oh,
Cry and
she
bang on
looks
the walls.
menacing.
Bang on the walls.
So do you reckon that was him last episode?
And then he stopped banging. He stopped crying. He stopped it all once he died.
What
I held
the
her
hell
so long that he
went
made
down?
cold in my arms.
What the fuck?
She ain't winning Mother of the Year.
But that was just a dream. Just a dream. The worst dream.
I'm worried about this concept of dreams. It's going to skew reality.
But then I woke up. And they were safe in their beds.
Remember when Nell died, the mother said it's time to wake up.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what the implication of that is. Like she thought it's a dream and it was her from the past
Yeah.
talking. Oh no.
She's in the room here.
Perfect, aren't they?
Oh my god, is that Polly, like old?
So what if they was
Whoa.
having a dream? I mean, bad ones.
What?
Oh my god.
The worst of the worst.
What are you gonna make
What
her
would you
do?
It would wake them up.
Wake them up.
Oh, man.
If they was stuck in that dream, you'd wake them.
Oh my
Holy
god,
shit.
yes. And she said, like, you can be safe with me.
Well, meet me, kid.
He has no idea what she just agreed to.
'Cause I got a secret.
I'm so nervous.
What is it?
I wouldn't want to know. That's fucked. That's fucked.
Liv.
And then she's got the screwdriver to him.
Oh, man.
What
is
the
going on?
hell, man?
You're holding a fucking screwdriver to my throat.
No, I wasn't. I was.
How can you deny it when you're looking at it?
I know.
I just think I've underestimated these migraines, you know? These constant dreams.
I know. You're just tired.
They are breaking her, man.
I know.
But, I'll sort it out. Promise.
I'll sort it out. I don't like her idea of sorting things out.
Damn clock guy.
So Steve's the only other one that saw the clock eye.
Damn banging.
As if you'd say live, and then walk off.
Good night, Button.
Night.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Imagine seeing them as kids like this and then you know how they end up as adults.
What if I have a worse dream?
Well, I'm sure we can handle any dream you have.
What if I dream that you kill us?
Like what?
What?
Why?
What if I dream that you sent us away into the dark and we get hurt?
No, this can't be real.
Oh, man.
And my heart breaks right in half and I can't
And that's when
feel
she
anything
says, you
happy
can feel safe with
for
me.
weeks and months and years and
And they're
I
not
can't
there,
stand
maybe.
it anymore and I have to die.
Nah, that's too specific. Must be when Steve wakes her up.
Yeah.
I poisoned myself for years and years until my
The
blood turns
drugs.
into poison, my body breaks down.
Holy shit, she saw it all.
A piece at a time over years and years and years until I'm on a silver table. It's my job.
Oh
my
my
With
god.
my jaw wide shut.
That's what they gotta do when...
And it was you that killed us because you sent us out there in the night.
Oh,
What?
Would
man.
you wake us up from a dream like that
Of course.
Oh,
and keep us safe?
oh my
Are we
god.
safe with you, Mommy?
And this is where she says it.
Really?
What do you mean, sweetheart? Of course you're safe with me.
Damn, man.
Are you okay?
So she's saying goodnight to them. It's daylight.
Nah, that's trippy.
I've always thought our whole job was just getting them ready for the world. I don't know why I look
Push
at
her
my
out into
little
the
ones right
darkness.
now. I just feel terror at them outside those walls.
And that's like a normal motherly thing to feel as well.
I mean, the kids are safe. It's just in my head.
No. No, I'm sorry. But if you're worried about your children, you don't let anyone tell you what you're feeling is wrong.
I don't know if that advice is good, man.
Stand firm between the world out there and these little souls, because the world out there has teeth.
Oh, yeah. So does this house.
It doesn't care that they're innocent. You listen to your gut. Hold the door.
I'll just see how this is going to go so bad.
Even if it
for
makes
everything.
them hate you. Even if he does.
Oh, man. She's going to be lost in delusion.
This house. It's a strange house.
The fact that she's even staying in there.
We don't stay after dark. Horace and I.
For good reason.
My child is not allowed to step foot in this place. Not once.
What does that say about you being a
I
mother with all
know.
the kids in there?
Day in, day out.
Horace said he would be helping your man and asked if I'd join in, but I said no. I didn't want to watch anything else get fed upon.
Yeah, literally those words.
He said it was a family. Little children.
Oh,
Two
man.
children the same age as my...
Yeah, it changes your perspective.
I actually am gonna take a little break. Heading to my sister's on Monday.
So she has semi opened up, but it's a bit too late, isn't it?
Thank you. Thank you. I love it.
Come on, show me that mirror. What are we looking at?
Oh. Oh, man.
Shit.
I get it. I get it.
I talked to Steve.
Well, I can't speak to how
I talked to Steve, and to hear him tell it.
I can't speak to how Steve tells it.
Yeah, I see how you'd be losing your mind as a husband as well. Like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
I think I do need help. I think I need your help. Or someone's.
She's asking for help.
You're stressed about the flip, about the
Okay.
kids. You're stressed.
No.
He's just trying to find this logical explanation for all of it.
Which is what Steve does now.
I was all the things. All the familiar things. I was
This feels like
stressed
something different.
and excited and content and motivated and concerned and exhausted and annoyed and grounded and nervous and creative and proud and all the things.
And now, what is it? Just numbness, nothing, dark.
And there's only one left.
Black.
I'm scared. That's all I am. There's nothing else.
Scared all the time. It's horrific.
I know.
It's gonna be okay, Liv.
But you're gonna have to handle the kids.
I can handle it.
It's so heartbreaking watching them like this.
It'll be fine. So will you. Hey.
Sad watching this man. In normal circumstances, those words would mean something.
You guys be good. And take care of your poor, handsome dad for me, okay?
So she's actually saying goodbye at this point.
I love you.
So much.
Oh, Luke!
Can Abigail spend the night while you're gone? Like a sleepover. Nellie said it was okay. She can have my bed.
Oh.
Oh, man. That is not fine.
Oh, no. Like, how did she end up back here?
She must have some sort of vision that brought her back.
What now? That same thing.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Oh, it is.
He thinks it's mold.
How was your flight?
It was fine.
That's not where the couscous is. I want the couscous.
It's chaos.
Cardboard.
Overtime night, Mom. Like I said.
Hey,
Looks so excited about
Eat
Abigail.
a cereal.
How's Janet?
She's fine.
Well, tell her I said hi.
She looks a bit uptight there.
Yeah.
She's not... Where is she? At a hotel or something. She didn't actually leave.
She's making margaritas.
Call me back later when the kids have gone to sleep.
No, you have your hands full.
Yeah, nah. She's definitely somewhere suspicious.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Is that the hotel
I'm thinking,
room?
is that the room that they keep going to?
Yeah. She came back.
Should not have come back. That is
Is that
kind of
her?
creepy, yeah.
She looks like possessed in a way, even the way she's walking. that the rat poison again? They focused on that before. Alright, Shirley's up.
Because she went and got the dad that when the mother was awake, remember?
Yeah.
This is how it starts. Where the hell is Shirley go? Oh, okay, the fridge.
That is super creepy. You just said goodbye to your mom.
Mom.
Oh. Shirley. What are you doing here?
Is she drinking rat poison?
I don't know.
What are you doing here? I thought you were at Aunt Janet's.
I just missed you all so much.
She's
The
making
tea set. Remember how in the tea party in the red room?
With rat poison?
What the fuck?
Oh man. This just gives like an ick about it.
Look.
Don't wake them up.
Oh, honey, what are you doing?
She can see Abigail.
Abigail, would you like to join us?
The timing of Abigail being there along with the mother is just
Yeah.
You found the key.
You want to know the secret? We are the key.
We are the key. What?
It only lets certain people in. So it makes sense. Oh my god. I don't know what makes sense.
That is messed up. All sorts of messed up.
I thought you said Mom was at Aunt Janet's.
She is?
I just saw her in the kitchen and she was being really weird.
Very weird.
That would be alarming.
How do you take your tea?
I don't know. Abigail's not allowed.
Definitely not with rat
very
poison.
much.
Look at all the mold on the walls, whatever the
Yeah.
hell it is. Yes.
Get to the red room, man.
Oh my god,
Run.
he sees it. He knows. He knows.
Yeah, he sees the rat poison. That's big red flag.
But I wonder if the red room will be open for him. It is,
Was
isn't
when we
it?
saw him running, yeah.
What's wrong?
Imagine that your own mother trying to kill you.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
What possessed her to think that rat poison is the solution?
Poppy.
I'm just so happy.
Oh my god, keep it away from me. Oh, Abigail drank it.
Yeah, well, she's already dead.
No, I know.
Imagine walking into that room and
I know.
both kids are missing.
I know.
And you've seen rat poison open.
I know. And with everything that she's been seeing and thinking and feeling lately.
I'm waking us all up.
Oh my
dream?
god. She's actually choking.
Oh, that's what that mother described, isn't it? She was choking, remember?
Just a moment and then there'll be no more pain. She's safe. Drink your tea.
What the fuck, man?
Can he see the...
Can Q see Abigail? And that's what Steve was speaking about. Right, okay.
Did he see Abigail? I don't
know. That was a hard one to tell.
That's when he woke up to get the kids, quickly get them out.
She must have twisted her ankle then.
Oh, that's when we see her chasing Steve. But Abigail's up.
It's Abigail in the window. She's okay.
That's so weird because she was like choking dead on the floor. Fucking hell. It's the whole damn family.
He's seeing him now. What the... There's that man, the tall man with
yeah.
Stevie, get up.
And he doesn't want Steve to see anything. So that's why he said close your eyes.
Now she thinks she's losing all her kids.
Yeah.
Remember that? He was waiting.
They're in there.
Man. That was her.
Why is she doing it like that?
He is tall.
She lies.
With the sick lady, the old lady?
Yeah. Poppy lies.
I need to wake up.
Oh no.
Eyes closed.
That's why she looked so creepy when she was like running after them.
Twisted ankle, who would have thought?
Back in the car.
And now you see
And
Mum
that's
in
why
the
we
window.
we saw her. Oh my god.
Damn, she needed help.
She wasn't beyond saving.
Yeah, like if only like she left with them.
He's driving them toward a silver table. He's driving them toward
Poppy's a bitch, man.
toward disease and heartbreak and sadness and death and those teeth that'll tear and chew and eat them alive a piece at a time.
Oh my god. Damn, she could have just left with them.
I don't know, if she left with them, that actually would have saved her.
Potentially. And then the rest of the family, I'm assuming. But we know that everyone else gets visions away from the house now, but...
It goes back to the red room.
Like the absolute worst place.
Abigail's still dead for her.
So was she the second body, maybe? I don't know. I don't even know if she's there right now.
No, the second body was one they found earlier, remember? The Hill's body in the bricks.
No. No.
What the hell, man?
Tell me she thinks she's woken her up.
Are you awake now?
No.
He's killing them. He's killing all of them.
Oh my god. The fact that she believes that.
It's just a dream. Just
Oh,
a
it's so
screaming
sad.
Meemie.
I want to wake up.
No, you do not say that.
This is so messed up.
I want to wake up. So badly. Why can't I wake up?
Oh, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch. That's exactly what she did to Nell.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Look at her face and body, it's all mangled.
This is it.
Oh.
First that they came. What the hell?
Like I've ever seen.
That just rubs salt to the wound, man.
Freezing in here.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be
Crazy.
awesome.
She ain't dramatic.
I gotta get my camera. Do you know which bag had my camera?
Blue bag still in the car.
Smells weird too.
Oh, smells weird. Straight away.
The signs were all there.
Are you okay?
Yeah, long day.
Oh, at least they're excited.
Yeah. Moral story, don't chase them big bags.
Oh, it is gonna be a long summer. And endless.
Dad, tell Shirley I'm not sharing room.
Are you coming?
Oh my god.
It's all you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Dad, Theo's taking the green room. I want the green room.
Oh man, it's hard to enjoy this knowing what the fuck happens
I
afterwards.
know.
Are you sure?
You guys go on without me.
How could we?
Oh man, the whole...
How could we were his words? How much did that change? As predicted, we did get Olivia's point of view,
Yeah.
which was very much the missing piece of the puzzle. in a weird way, it was relatively grounded for such a crazy scenario. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it did bring a very grounded take into the decline of her mental health and her stability. And whilst we saw dribs and drabs of the more supernatural elements, they were still very much a sort of like in the background of driving. You know, it was very like Olivia centric, and it's interesting.
But I guess it makes sense as well because, you know, seeing your two like children, they're young children now as adults and dead, and then you're having these visions of them as like while they're younger and them saying these like daunting things to you. This house is fucking talking to you, and you think the best way is to wake them up. How are you going to wake them up? And that's when Poppy says whatever she says. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. So now the question still remains, is it the house or is it the hills? Like, which one's the main driver? Because what we saw in these visions,
it was the
hills, particularly Poppy, was putting this fear and this paranoia of them not being awake.
But even Hazel was saying she's a liar. Like, Poppy is a liar.
Yes, but she didn't really help her. Well, Olivia ran out. Olivia ran out when Hazel was talking to her because the father started running. That's why we didn't get to hear her answer.
But was Hazel the daughter? One of the daughters? Because I think she was, and then she was sick.
Not the daughter of Poppy.
Are you sure?
Well, I feel like Abigail, just by the way she was choking, was very similar to how Abigail described one of her daughter's deaths.
I know. You mean Poppy?
Poppy, yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm pretty sure Dudley said she was the daughter, and she's the one that like.
The daughter of who? Poppy.
Yeah.
But Poppy's daughter died young. Why would?
But that's what Poppy said.
Yeah.
And then she said she died, and then I woke them up, and like.
But I think Poppy was foreshadowing what the mother was trying to do, what Olivia was trying to do.
But I feel like she was just trying to get in her head.
I don't think. I think they're two separate people.
Who?
The Poppy and the old lady. I don't think they're daughter. Sorry, I don't think it's Poppy's daughter. No.
Oh, pretty sure that's what Mrs. Dudley said when they found the teacup in there.
The daughter of the Hills. Poppy isn't the head of the Hills.
Isn't she?
I don't think so.
She's Poppy Hill.
Yeah, but they're all Hills.
I know. I think what are you on about?
No, but I don't. Because Poppy was initially...
This is the family tree.
Poppy was one of the daughters. I think that old lady might be one of her sisters, but then who lived longer. I don't know. I didn't think Poppy was the head mother.
She said, my will, which is the father, the husband. Where are you getting your information from? Right. I might be wrong.
No, you might be right, but I don't know, man. They've not really explained the Hills. They've explained the Hills very here and there. Like, it'd be nice if they just gave us an actual family tree a little bit.
I think it's Will and Poppy, and then Hazel, and that little boy in the wheelchair. And I don't know what the fuck Abigail is. I don't know.
Well, do you reckon... Oh, probably not worth the risk. I'd like to look up an image of the Hill tree family tree, but...
We'll do it next episode.
Yeah. So if we're confused now, we'll clarify whatever we're confused about next episode.
Yeah.
You guys can let us know in the comments as well.
Yeah.
But we got a lot this episode, and we still didn't. We saw that Olivia could seemingly see in the future, in a way. I mean, she saw Nell laying there. So there are elements of this that are too perfect.
And it's Shirley's funeral home too. Do you know what I mean? So like, it's very, very real. But to my point, I just wanted to point out Poppy is a liar according to Hazel, and Hazel grew old, you know? So I just want to make that important, like, clarification in my mind, because...
Why is it important?
She didn't die or get killed by her mother.
Yeah, well, we know Poppy's clinically insane.
Yeah, clearly.
What was the Hazel?
Because
then where does Abigail fit into all this? You've got a little girl
I don't know, because then what's crazy is, I don't know if you saw Abigail, like, when he went into the room. Obviously, 100% Luke did. I don't know if Nell did, but then so did the mother. But then Abigail was like dead on the floor even when everyone left, but then she walked in and some lady who maybe that was like an old Dudley. I'm not sure. She looked like she was part of the Dudley family. Took her hands and like walked away.
Nah, you look like a Dudley, but I don't think so. I think
Okay.
there's more Hills. Like we don't. The thing is, we're acting like we know the whole family tree.
No, we don't.
There's way more. We don't really know the structures, so that's why I'm not sure that I'm not as confident in everything you're saying. But
what is interesting, and I feel like was confirmation, is obviously Olivia was, like she explained, her family is quite sensitive. Her genetics are quite sensitive. So even before the house, she did feel these things and whatnot. But that is a kid's imagination and what a kid wholly believes. So like I do think that is quite grounded. But as soon as we walked into the house, you saw the kids felt and heard and smelt, and
I think the house would have affected people regardless the same. It's just that why they had these extra senses were their sensitivity. It almost as like an extra layer to these character.
Yeah.
But it might be a sensitivity for the environment around you, and because this environment was particularly so negative, they were just more acutely aware. But it's interesting. It makes sense now when we saw Nell kill herself, and I said to you, the mother was crying, and you were saying like, well, why would she be crying? Well, that makes sense now. But I need to know: has the mother now become one of those spirits? Like, is it still? Just we saw Poppy and everyone else, is it in essence still the mother, but now she's constantly stuck in this state of delusion trying to wake her kids up in that home, and she's like become one of those spirits, and she's joined the Hills in that hauntedness. And so when maybe, I don't know, and so when Nell came back and she was tearing up,
trying to bring them home, the flickering light from the darkness.
Yeah, because it is like them. Yeah, she's trying to bring them all home.
Oh my god!
But then the mother doesn't realize.
Specifically those two.
Yes, but then the mother doesn't realize that she's essentially
killing them.
Well, she's helping the house supposedly finish its meal. So I don't know, man. Honestly, I didn't think they'd leave so much for the final episode.
I thought they would. You have to. With a show like this, you have to. They gave us a lot, and
you're still craving more.
Yeah, for sure. Because now we're going to have to see Luke. Like, we didn't obviously see Luke. Like,
well, now and the family's all going to arrive. Luke's going to be missing. And it's all been about that too.
Yeah.
Like, will Luke live? Will he die?
Well, we saw him. So we saw, like, Nell dead. But then Luke looked like he was, like, frothing at the mouth and the poison on the floor or something. That's pretty crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm worried.
She was wearing red. Is she going to take him into the red room or something? Like, I don't know. Because we've not seen her wear, like, such a distinct color like that. It's been blues, whites, like, beiges. Red is not her color from memory.
I know. That's why I felt like the red was symbolic.
Yeah.
And if the mother had gone with them, maybe, I mean, she seemed unhinged, but maybe she didn't have all those spirits talking to her, because it seems to definitely be, yes, you see things when you're out. Well, yeah, it's like you see these little ghosts when you're out, but they don't seem to have too much. The
what
biggest
do you mean out? Like,
out of the house.
Yeah.
The biggest effect was the bent neck lady, which was Nell essentially haunting herself.
Yeah.
That's still, I need an answer to that whole timeline thing, because that tripped me out.
Well, even Luke, though, was seeing I'm assuming it was Mr. Will or Will. No. Luke, when he was like the drug episode, when it was focused on him, he saw the guy with the hat and yeah.
So I was seeing them. It's interesting the way they foreshadowed all this, because he talked about Luke injecting himself. We talked about Nell gradually getting darker and not being able to control.
Wait, so you know how everyone saw like their little like delusion and whatever of like one of the family members, but then it turned into their mother? Is it like the house's way of like pulling them back? Because then she almost had like the light in her eyes, almost like the porch light shining. That's the way I'm like kind of perceiving it. I don't know, does that make sense?
There's a lot. I feel like, I don't know if we'll remember, but I would like to make a list of all our questions before next episode. We can see how many of them get answered. Because one that I've still got, for example, is when you look at Nell's husband and the way he died. Now knowing Nell is a bent neck lady, well, was that actually a freak aneurysm? Was that the one grounded element in this crazy story? or was it caused by something? Like,
it's hard, isn't it? It really fucks with your brain, and you probably understand how Olivia feels because these things are so real, so like grounded in everyday life, but then it's so like chaotic as well. Like everything can be explained really, but then
yeah, I feel like the small thing that was missing, but maybe it wasn't. I thought we were going to see when the father returned and to explore that.
I feel like
maybe he'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Maybe there wasn't much left to see. Like maybe he comes and sees her dead.
Yeah, because we all assumed that something crazy happened when he came back.
Well, he was covered in blood, but was that him just like hugging and sobbing with her? I don't know.
I don't know. But like I said, like, you know how Steve's read like the reports, the police reports. I don't know if everyone felt this, but I felt like it was assumed that when he went back, all this shit happened. Whereas he gets back in the house and she's just dead.
Yeah, I didn't think that she was dead already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did think that it's interesting when you read the report, I sort of felt like, oh my gosh, she got mangled. What did they do to her in the house? But we saw her sprain her ankle. She was running. We saw her hit her head. Really, the biggest thing was she jumping up the staircase.
Yeah.
So it was one big thing in sense of I thought I don't know, everyone in the house had a jab at her or something.
Yeah.
It sounded pretty messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. For my brain, I just thought like she turned into some psycho and then Hugh's trying to like fight her off or something. I don't know. Like. That makes sense because she looks so creepy in the window, but then you see from her perspective, she's like, they're leaving me, like he's gonna kill them, like all this
Nah,
stuff.
she's gone batshit crazy. I mean, she was literally gonna feed her kids rat poison. Like Hugh saved them by seconds.
Thank God for Shirley. Wait, hang on. Thank God for Hugh making a shit dinner, which made Shirley hungry to then see the mother, to then wake up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All this stuff had to go perfectly. Like you saved your family in a way, kind of. I wouldn't call this saved, but...
And it's interesting that the two youngest were the most haunted. You know?
Yeah, well, they were
from
having the
get-go.
dreams, yeah.
I wonder if we'll get explanations on why Luke was seeing Abigail. I mean, the Bedneck lady's still a big one.
All of it, honestly. Like,
I feel like there's so many answers, so many little... Like the clock man, like we want to understand it all.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much of it will get explained.
Essentially, what Spartan's expressing is that we just feel like we want every stone unturned. And unfortunately, like in the past, we just fixate on the smallest things and those things don't get explained in a series.
I feel like it's part of the fun when so many little things happen. But
I do feel like this show will answer everything.
Maybe.
I just have this like sneaky suspicion. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's the type of show that is meant to leave no stone unturned.
Because we still haven't, maybe there's just not much more to it, but like Shirley's dream, when she wakes up and she's like, Nell's in the red room, dancing in the red room. There's not been anything touched on that. You know, those...
Well, she sees the future then, like, it seems.
But in her dream.
You know what the thing is? It's like the mum has all, I'm just going to call them abilities, all the abilities that the children have, and each one of them have, like, a different one that the mother has.
Does the mum have the touch?
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't know if she had like the smell and stuff.
Maybe not like distinctly, but she sees like the future. She's just feeling everything. Dude, I don't know how, it's almost like she's got the sensory overload. And then that's when she talks about the migraines and all these colors everywhere and whatever, which she was lying about because she's saying that there's only one color left. And it was essentially what Theodora, the way I took it anyways, was explaining last episode where she was saying like, it's just nothingness, it's numbness, it's blackness, it's just death.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We're on the right track. Very heartbreaking the way they end such a tragic episode with the family, because remember, they've only been in the house for like, it was meant to only be like 8 weeks or something. So I think they've only been in, by this point, it could have even been less. I don't know. But let's say somewhere between sort of 6 to 8 weeks. So 2 months ago, your family was just a beautiful young family with the world ahead of them.
Look how they walked in.
Yeah. And then within 2 months or less,
the signs were there.
You've gone to the mum trying to put rat poison in the kids and kill herself. Like,
I
what?
know.
As a husband, as Hugh, I don't know, man. How guilty must you feel that you'd be like, why did we ever get that damn house? You know, you'd just be
But
playing
they
it over.
agreed, we're gonna be rich. Like,
Yeah, so they found a gold mine. They were gonna set it up and sell it and make a killing off it. But
So I just want to talk about Olivia going to Janet's house. Did she like consciously make the decision to not leave the house? Was the house like not letting her go so far away? Like,
I
what
feel like
was
the seeds
that?
were planted. I feel like she was too paranoid about the kids.
Yeah.
And when she called up, in her own weird way, just verified some sense of delusion, like, no, he's not going to cope without me, or it's not going to be. And she went back because she had a room, which obviously wasn't committed yet.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So freaking Poppy, the psychopath, got into her head essentially. Holy shit. I feel like next episode is going to be a lot. Like, I don't know how long the episode is, but I feel like I want to get like a debrief on the family and obviously see what's happening now in the present, but just maybe a little, maybe that's all we're going to get from the past.
There's a lot we want out of this finale. That's why I'm worried it might not live up to the...
But I also want to explore the house and the Hill family and
this
just,
curse and
yeah.
why. Like, where did it begin? What's the point of it?
Yeah, I don't know. We've got big expectations.
This is why we're good and not good for these series. I wouldn't say not good, but depends on your taste. Because I think it's fun throughout the journey. We theorize a lot. We question everything. We critique, and it's interesting. But then we've built up such a resume of like questions and theories.
Yeah.
And then especially a show like this, puts a lot on the finale to wrap it up. We'll see if it can get it done. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous.
Well, I think it was last episode where, Steve was talking about mental health a lot, and, it's a mental health issue and it runs through the family, whereas Hugh was talking about the house being alive. And I was like, what would be funny if, well, not really, but if it was mental health and it really is all in their heads and whatnot, but then the Dudleys, for me, is that external thing. But, like, imagine if it ended off on just some, like, melodramatic thing like that. I don't know. Like, you'd be so upset. I know you would be.
Yeah, probably. Oh, it depends how it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we got some answers into why the walls are banging. It was the son.
Yeah, the son.
Screaming for the mother.
Well, that's what we think anyways, because I'm just, in my head, it's ringing. Poppy is a liar. And I know we saw her son in a wheelchair, but...
Yeah, there had to be a story behind all of that.
Obviously, we're meant to be confused. Like, we're meant to just be like,
for sure. It just tripped me out that the mother killed herself on that staircase, but that very same staircase, would she know 20 years later, your little daughter will be there and you're going to push her over the edge.
But not only that, isn't it crazy that she started off with these visions of Nell, dead at the morgue,
That's
and
what I
you're
mean.
the very reason that happened.
Yeah. But there's too many future visions and predictions and things that were already sorted out, including the writing on the wall welcoming Nell home and these things that I don't feel like that's going to get explained. I don't know, but I don't feel like it's going to look into the whole time part of it. I think that's just more with the supernatural element. That's the hard part for us. I feel like there might be a lot we have to just accept as supernatural, and we're like, no, we want the why. That's what it's going to be.
Potentially, but I will give the show credit. Hugh was speaking about the clock and the way it works and the story it tells. So I am hopeful that will get answered. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode.
And if you do want early access to our reactions or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in one of our next reactions.
See you guys.